G'day guys. Here is the first video in the series of drawing this toolbox on SketchUp. And then once it's been drawn, I'm going to show you how to take that 3D model and put it into SketchUp layout. So you can make a set of drawings that actually looks like this, where you have components and all detailed drawings with dimensions and instructions and things like that. Right, so for starters, we're just going to draw it. And if you're new to SketchUp, if you haven't used it before, I would probably say go and watch some of my old videos that are on my YouTube channel. And that just gives you a bit more of an introduction on how to use SketchUp, because some of the things here you might get a little bit confused with, but if you're pretty good with SketchUp, you should be able to follow along with this. Okay, so for starters, we're just going to draw, we'll draw up the toolbox. It should take maybe 2 or 3 videos. We'll see how we go. For starters, we'll go with number 1, the handle piece. And for that, what have we got? It's a piece of 90 by 45 construction pine, and it's 592 millimeters long. We've got a 45 millimeter square mortise, 45 millimeter square, which fits into the 15 millimeter deep mortise on the end pieces. So that end piece there, that mortise is 15 millimeters deep. So we have to leave a square on the end here that's going to fit into that. That's easy. Student has the opportunity to customize the shape or design of their handle. Student can also choose to use 45 by 45 construction pine and turn a handle on the lathe. Okay, so I think for this video, we'll just go with the design that's on here, a nice simple curved handle. And to do that, what will we do? We'll start off with a piece of 45 by 90. So for this, we're going to grab the rectangle tool and we want to draw on the red axis. So to do that, I'm just going to click once with the rectangle tool, move it out, press the right arrow key and see it constrains it on that red axis. I'll type in 45, 90, enter. There we go. Now I can push this one out, 592 millimeters. Okay, and that's our handle piece. So what we'll do is triple click on it, right click, make component, and we'll call it handle. And create. Yep. Okay, now let's see. We want to, first of all, I think we'll measure in 15 millimeters from each side, and we'll leave that 45 millimeters square on the ends. So let's double click on this so we're actually editing the component. We will measure in 15 millimeters, and maybe we'll just draw a line straight up so we know that that's a 15 millimeter border. We'll measure up from this corner 45 millimeters and probably draw a line straight across like that on the green axis. And I reckon we could probably even push that in to this 15 millimeter mark, because we're not actually going to need that bit. Now let's do the exact same on the other side. To do that, we will grab the tape measure, measure in 15 millimeters, measure up 45 millimeters, pencil line. Oh, sorry, hang on. First of all, tape measure. We'll draw this one up. Ooh. There we go. And the pencil line here, go across. We will grab the push-pull tool, push this bit in to that 15 millimeter mark. Okay, so we've removed that bit. Now we can put that top curve in. So we're going to go into the arc tools, and we want to use a 2-point arc. So from here to here, and then it'll just give us the option to push it up like that to the midpoint. That's perfect. We can then push that bit away and push that bit away. And that's the top part removed for the handle. Okay, then I guess the same deal here. We'll use a 2-point arc on the bottom here and here. And we'll make it a bulge of, I guess, 45 millimeters. How does that look? Yeah, I think that looks okay. A bulge of 45 millimeters. That looks like a pretty nice curved handle. And obviously in the workshop, you'd use a spoke shave or a router or something to round over these edges, but we won't worry about that for now. Okay, so I can use the select tool and just click away. So that is the handle finished, pretty easy. I'll just go to edit and delete guides to get rid of those marks. So handle's done. Let's move across now to the end piece, right? So the end piece looks like it's made from a piece of 280 millimeters wide, 400 millimeters high, and 19 millimeters thick. Yep. So over here, we can click somewhere over here, and we'll go 19, 280. And that sort of draws its footprint. Then we can push this up by 400 millimeters, and that's the overall size of the piece. Okay, so let's have a look. I think we'll do the dovetails last because I know there's a detailed drawing of the dovetails. The first thing we'll do is maybe put this trench in, or this housing joint, 10 millimeters deep, 12 millimeters wide, and 55 millimeters up from that point there. Okay, or actually, I think a few of these measurements, as you can see here, that 55 millimeter mark and that 140 millimeter mark actually reference the shoulder of the dovetails. So maybe we'll do the dovetails first. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So to do that, we're going to need to look at the bottom. So we'll rotate and look upside down, and we'll look at it over here. First thing, triple click, right click, make component, and we'll call it end because this is our end piece. I'll click to start editing it, and let's get these dovetails in. Now, I've done a whole video on dovetails, so if you need some, I don't know, assistance in doing that, just go watch those videos. For now, we'll just use the tape measure down here, 19 millimeters, and we'll draw a line straight across. Then, let's see, we got 7, 42, 14, 42, 14, 42. So all we'll do is we'll measure, we'll put all those measurements in. So we'll go 7 in from the end, 42 millimeters, and then 14. Now, I think I also in the last video, I might have showed a trick on how to do it a bit quicker because we can see after the 14, it just repeats 42, 14, 42, 14, 42, 14, blah, blah, blah. So we've done the first set, so we can draw those lines in and then just copy them across. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the protractor, let's see, here, and we're going to go on the red axis. So I hit the right arrow. I'm going to click once here, click once straight down, and bring it in at an angle of 1:5 ratio. I think it's 15 degrees. It doesn't really matter. We'll just say 15 degrees. All right, that looks like about a 1:5 pitch. Same thing here. Get the red arrow, right arrow to get the red axis. Click, click, and then we'll go in 15 degrees again. Okay, so there's our first set of tails. Now we'll just trace from here to there. Escape, here to there, and escape. We will grab this one here and hold down Shift, click on that line there. We'll grab the Move tool. We will press Control, so we're making a copy. Click on that endpoint and see how I'm making a copy of these lines. And if I hover over that guide point, see how it tells me the distance is 56? That's pretty important. So I'm going to go like that, drop it 56 millimeters across. Now I'm going to grab that point again, press Control, click, move it across on the green axis 56 millimeters. And again, Control, click, move it across 56 millimeters, Control, click, move it across 56 millimeters. Okay, so there's all the dovetails in, perfectly spaced. Now I just need to pencil in the lines that we're going to be removing. So from here to here, there to there, there to there, there to there, and here to there. All right, so now I can just use the push-pull tool to remove all the unwanted bits. And there we go. All right, so that's the dovetails finished. We can start looking right way up again. And we'll go back to the normal drawing. So we've got the dovetails done. Let's just delete our guides so they're not in the way. Edit, delete guides. Now we're going to measure up 55 millimeters from that shoulder. So 5, enter. And then we're going to draw a line straight across on the green axis. There. We'll measure 12 millimeters up from there. And draw a line straight across on the green axis from there. And then we'll push this in. How deep to say? 10 millimeters. So push in 10, enter. There's that housing joint done. Now, oops, where have I gone? Here. From that point here, from that shoulder, we need to go 140 millimeters up to that point. So we measure from here, 140. Just so I can do it on both sides, I'll draw a line straight across as well. Now, we're left with 60 millimeters, a 60 millimeter wide, I guess, top of the piece. So we need to find the midpoint up here, 140 millimeters. And then from here, we're going to measure out 30 in both directions to leave us with 60 millimeter top bit. All right, so I can just go with the pencil and just go dot to dot. So from there to that intersection, and then from there to that intersection, there's those angled lines. Now we're going to put in this 45 by 45 by 15 mortise. Mortise is 15 millimeters deep. So we need to measure down from here 10 millimeters. And then we're going to put in a square that's 45 millimeters by 45. So we need to go across on the green axis. What's half of 45? 22.5. We'll grab the rectangle tool, go from this point, and we'll just go 45, 45, enter. That puts in that perfect mortise for us. Click and push it in 15 millimeters, right? I can then push that away, and I'll go edit, delete guides. And now I can just click on the mouse tool, get out of that component. That's that piece done. All right, so just before I end the video, I'll just make a copy of this. So I'll press Control, and I will move it over here to make a copy. I'll also, up on this top face, grab that red little node there and turn it around so it's facing the right way, like that. And I guess we could probably even move these things into position. So I'll grab this corner over here of the handle and I'll put it in there. And then I will try and grab that bit of the end piece and see if I can put it on there. All right, look at that. So that's that part done. Next video, I guess we'll do the base piece just to fit that in, and then we'll keep going. All right, so see you in the next video.